Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down everything that you need to know about Ariel with some gameplay towards the end. We already know that she's a melee guardian, so in a three-man team, she thrives off having a tank and a support to work well. I mainly use her with Frank and Baymax, but you can easily switch out Frank with Bell, or Baymax with Oogie, for example. This is my Ariel. She's at 5-star, rank 6, level 60. She's slowly making her way towards the first astral level. If you didn't already know, an astral level is just a stat boost that you can achieve after getting a guardian uh, after they are already at 5 stars. So it doesn't really affect how you would go about using the guardian. But moving on to the core ability. Every 2 seconds, Ariel has a 35% chance to cleanse one damaging debuff from herself. Each time a damaging debuff is cleansed from Ariel, she gains a 15% attack buff which maxes out at 10 stacks. A damaging debuff is any damage over time effects such as bleeds and burns, etc. This is great as it allows her to essentially be semi-immune from damage over time effects. So when you're against multiple angers and minis, Ariel is actually benefiting from all the damaging debuffs being put on her. But it's also important to remember there is only a chance for them to be cleansed. So don't purposely allow yourself to be hit with debuffs so you can gain that big attack boost because it'll actually hurt you more than anything. Now, with her special ability, Ariel deals 600% damage and knocks back her enemies in a sweep in front of her. The special has great range, and the knockback is great as it means that her special interrupts specials. This means that when you're against healers, they stop healing, or guardians such as Maleficent that have stupid OP specials that hit your whole team. You can also hit multiple targets with the special, and I'll show you that later with the gameplay. Her special also cleanses all damaging debuffs. This time there isn't a chance, this is a 100% guarantee. If there are not any damaging debuffs on Ariel while she uses a special attack, she gains an attack buff, which is how you primarily ramp up Ariel's damage. You want to use Ariel's special ability as soon as possible so you can stack up those attack buffs before they expire. Now, moving on to her signet ability. If you didn't already know, a signet ability is an ability that a guardian unlocks after reaching 4 stars. Ariel's signet ability means that when you use her special, it cleanses a debuff. She then receives an additional attack buff. The potency of the attack buff depends on the signet level. This is another great source of damage, but if you're a newer player, she's still worth the investment even without the signet ability. Now, onto the talents. So you see, Ariel doesn't have 3 set clear-cut talents that you should use. When I'm using Ariel, I always change between a few talents, but in my opinion, the best 3 to use for general use is the first common, Seize Might, the first advanced talent, Pelagic Force, and the elite talent, Restoring Ripples. The Seize Might and Pelagic Force are both essentially equal. They both essentially equal more damage, but the elite talent, Restoring Ripples, heals Ariel for 2 seconds after she cleanses a damaging debuff, which is a great source of it was a great source of boosting up her survivability. Overall, at this moment, she's probably one of the best melees in the game, if not the best guardian in the game. Only thing that you really need to worry about when using her is her special attack and making sure that you position yourself in a way where it's hitting multiple enemies, but that doesn't really affect her ramp up, so you can still ramp her up without hitting multiple enemies. But anyways, let's move on to the gameplay. So this is going to be the first encounter I'm showing you today. As you can see, there's a melee, there's a guardian, there's a melee, there's a healer, and then there's a tank. So you see, I'm just waiting for my special. I pop it, I hit 2 enemies. You want to hit as many as you can, but sometimes you can't hit all of them because because of their positioning. You can lure them into a specific positioning to hit them all, but it's better just to hit it off so you can ramp up those attack buffs. And as you can see, just below her health bar, you can see 2 attack buffs. Throughout the fight, that's going to be increasing as you use more special attacks. The more you use, the more attack buffs and the harder Ariel hits. So you see here, I got my special. I use it again, hit both targets. And then I hit them with the basic attacks. And I'm just And you see here, I used the special even though there was just one enemy. This is because I still want to ramp up that damage and make sure the older attack buffs don't expire, so I can keep that damage going up and up. So here we're against Donald and the melee. So just waiting for that special, dodging Donald's special as well, using that special. And I've got another attack buff, that's 3 now. Needing that going up and up. Dodge that special. Nice. In longer fights, you'll see that attack buff go really high, like towards the 8s, 9s and 10s. So you see here, I'm thinking about showing you how to interrupt the special. So I'm actually dodging all the hits, not doing a very good job of it, but I'm just waiting for the enemy to use their special. So you see here, they finally do it, and I use my special, and it stops them from using their special. Usually it would stop them from using the special and they'd still be alive, but that poor fella had a little bit too little health. So we continue to, I think it was chapter 4, quest 5. I'm just looking for it now. Wait, I just need to find the mini, because that's where all the burns are. Yeah, here it is. So I'll go here in again with just Ariel, continue, and I'll show you how Ariel cleanses debuffs. You don't want too many debuffs on you because then you're just gonna die. But for showing you how it works, I'm gonna purposely be hit by one of the specials. Wait, let me just get this armor. You see here again, I'm getting that attack buff. I'm hitting both enemies. And I'll do that again, just to show you again. Both enemies hit again. Once you get used to it, it'll be very easy for you to do. I'm just waiting for them to use a special now. They don't wanna, for some reason. So I'll use another one of mine's. And this one finally does. You see that burn? And then I cleanse it, and then I heal afterwards. That's the elite talent working, and that's the core ability working as well. I missed that special, but it's fine. I'm just going to nuke them down now with my basic attacks. Maybe one more special if I can fit in. See, I hit them both again.